Right. Let us carry on from where we were before then. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Hey, Eldraine.
The darkness comes.
How many sand will be lost today? All the sand. Infinite sand. Much sand. But as the title said, friendship has ended with Ulyaoth. Right now. As of right now, friendship ended with Ulyaoth and Celotath is now his friend. And last time, of course, we did Peter Jacob. Peter Jacob killed the Ulyaoth Guardian. Ooh, hello.
Please help me.
Oh no. And now we're going to be dealing with, we're going to have to be dealing with, hello book, with, I think we have three chapters to go now. We have Edward's chapter, and then, so we have her grandfather's chapter. I think they're both called Edward. Ooh, Beric in the raid! Thank you, Beric! Korewa Eishu de Wanai. This is not a raid. No, not a drill. This is a raid. This is not a drill. Drills are coming for Beric. Drills will be there. Drills will exist for Beric. Right now, we have to go ahead. We have the Lucky Penny. Yeah, we have the Lucky Penny. We have Peter Jacobs' Lucky Penny, which you can use. Oh, it's too dark to use anything there. I'm going to get drilled. Or are you going to do the drilling? It is up to you, depending who you fight and what ships you buy in Star Sector. Because Beric is in the middle of doing a Star Sector run on his streams. Oh no, I'm shrinking. Oh no, Alex is all small now.
Can't be happening.
It's not happening, Alex. Relax. I need to get into the basement now. Do I have the basement key? I need to get the basement key out of somewhere, because I need to be able to get into the basement. I need to be able to get into the basement. Where am I going to get the basement key from? Because I need to open the basement, to get into the basement, to... I need to get into the basement. Oh, it's you! I haven't actually spoken to you yet.
I can't get the blood out.
There you go, you dropped me the basement key, I remember. Now use the basement key to go into the basement, because that's what the basement key is for. Hello? No, not that. I care more about the poker that's, Low sanity is one hell of a drug, I'll be honest with you. Low sanity is one hell of a drug. So yeah, basement time. Go into the basement. At which point we go, shotgun please. We shall require it later on. I believe we can get shotgun shells here. Shotgun shells here. There's a safe over there as well. There's 38 revolver ammunition here later on as well. What we got? No, you got 24 shotgun shells. 7 in the gun. We have 30 ammo, 5 in the gun. And the essence of Mantarok. Right, so you win the fuse box. A fuse box and circuit breaker array is situated up on the wall, but one of the fuses are intact. The absence of this one is suspicious, and it is until it's replaced, the circuit connected to it is useless. Oh. Yeah, that's a bleeding wall. Okay. We'll just jam the Lucky Penny into the fuse box because we are good at electricity. We are best electricians. Use a copper penny. Which, to be fair, if it's a copper penny, it's worth a lot of money. Copper pennies these days are definitely not made from copper because they would cost way more than a penny. If they were made from pure copper these days. Copper expensive, yo. There's a lot of money in copper. You often get stories of mass thefts of cables, of wires and cables. Like overnight, someone stole like 200 meters of copper cabling because you strip off the wire, the copper is worth a lot. Quite a bit of moolah. There's this one page from the Journal of Maximilian Roivus. Page 2. We have page 1, okay. I sought to love all, yet now love causes me pain and suffering. I have learnt to fear nothing, although it is nothing that I most fear. All that were loyal to me now number among my worst enemies. Yeah, Max goes really, really crazy. An antique medicine cabinet hangs from the wall. Its wood is stained from years of use and an ambient humidity of the room. Open the cabinet? Yes, please. Chapter page time. A legacy of darkness.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Ulyaoth.
Yep. So, in the time past...
Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Roivus has crossed our path. This time, we will not be so merciful.
Mercy has no place in this world.
He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Pray to me that they don't.
I do like Ulyaoth's, like, quiet arrogance. I think it's quite interesting. I'm looking forward to going back to the Zealot, because like in the past, all I've done is the Zealotath playthrough. Ooh, what am I casting? Magical attack. I don't need to cast magical attack. So what am I casting there? Magical attack. No, don't do that. Spell list. No. Legacy of Darkness. So I'm looking forward to going back to the Zealotath's playthrough and remembering what that's like. But anyway, time for Edward's turn. Ooh, green screen.
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me. I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Zealotath into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulyaoth into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
Okay. It is your turn now. Ooh, there's a book over there. Historical journals. What do we got? We have our liquid courage. A flask of liquid courage. A small flask of the old sauce, liquid courage. A magical elixir to basically bottoms up to increase sanity. Okay. Covers the history of the Roivus family dating back to before the settlers. There appears to be something pressed between the pages. Get it out. The minute hand of a clock. Good. You're gonna need that. Now, there's something actually very interesting happening here, which I hadn't actually realized the first time round. I want to see if I'm correct here. I want to see if I'm correct with my theory here. But we'll get to that point first.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it, I am or was Maximilian.
Never mind. I'll run you through my theory afterwards. But I think it's incorrect.
Died in an asylum after trying to warn the world. The pain and anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end. Sets the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour.
Yeah, we'll do. I can't do that yet, though. That's what? That is... Magical pull. Good, we can do that. Now my theory was, well, it's not relevant yet. It hinges on when the timescales are for the chapters so far. Because we have chapter 1 that is just BC, which is Pius's time, and then you have Elias' time, which is I believe 11 something AD. And then you have Anthony, which is 800 AD. Then you have Kaleem, the Gift of Forever, and I can forget where that is. Not sure. I'm trying to remember when Kaleem's happens. Then you have the Lurking Horror, which is Maximilian, which I think is later than it is. Then you have Corrosion of a Dead God is 1980 something or other, so it's relatively recent. In the Hands of Kal, no, it's the Black Guardian is Paul, so that's in the past. And then you have Chapter 8, Flesh for the Pillar, that's Bianca's in the past. Yeah, I don't think there is something. Nothing happens. No, that's fine. That's not true. No, it is. No, because Peter Jacob begins the world. Yeah, so my theory. I think my theory still holds water. So we'll get back to that. My theory holds water. So when we get to it, I'll talk about it. But I think my theory holds water right now, which is I'm actually hyped about it. Okay, let us do this. Is it in here? Cookie seal, power seal, cookie seal. There's a. Oh, I'll need that eventually. Thank you. Now, where is? There's another book somewhere that I need to pick up. That book has the hour hand of the clock that we're going to be looking for. Nothing here. Anything in the master bedroom? Here it is. Ah. No, it's not it at all. It's just a book. Can you talk? What we're going to do is we're going to definitely be talking to everyone after we save them, I think. Nothing in here. Nothing in there. Okay. So is it in a different bedroom, maybe? Where's this other book? This bedroom? This is study. This is the study. So we get shotgun shells, elephant gun ammo. There's a book. Can you talk to you? Hello? Fine, no, let's not talk then. I'll get the historical journal, the family history, and in there, something's in the pages. We'll get that out, which is the hour hand of the clock. Good. Quickly check about this. Where did I leave the key? I'll find out eventually, because I do want to get myself the elephant gun. But now we can go ahead and... Is there anything in the bathroom? Is there anything in here? There's a holdover from the days when servants were around. Yeah, it's fine, there's nothing in here. And I believe the servants' quarters door doesn't exist in this future. Not yet, anyway. So back we go to enter the office, and I can reveal my theory, which I'm now talking up, and it's going to be not that impressive, but it's a question that I have asked that maybe someone can answer for me, or if someone can think about why that is the case. I'll be interested to hear about it. But okay, detail here. We put in the hour hands and the minute hand. And we adjust the clock, yes please. 33rd hour of the 3rd minute, 3:33. Here we go. Gotta get it just right. Because That is my question. How did the Tome of Eternal Darkness end up there?
Take them and use them. They are humanity's only hope.
Because
Destroy the Guardians, Edward, and avenge my waste.
because loads of other people they teleport to that room with the skulls and the hand to get the Tome of Eternal Darkness, and that's fine. That's shenanigans. I don't mind that too much. Edward is one of the few people who actually gets the Eternal Darkness physically in the real world, and that's fine, right? Because Maximilian had it and so forth. So that's not a problem. The issue I have with this is that Maximilian had it back in the 1800s, and it's here now, and it's liable to think that it's been put here now, like Maximilian left it here. But Peter Jacob was in 1916, or was in World War One. So this book was not in this house in 1916, right? During World War One, and as far as we know, no one else knew about this room since Maximilian Roivas. So at some point, that book was returned to this room. Question mark how? Who put that book back? Because Peter Jacob does give the artifact to Edward, but that's later on. Edward's older by that point. The artifact gets given to Edward later in the future, is when he gets his hands on the Zelotath artifact that we got now, with Peter Jacob got. And at that point, he already has control of the Tome of Eternal Darkness at that point, because he's read it and learned everything he needs to know. That's why when Peter Jacob brings him the artifact, he knows what the artifact is. Because everything, the essence of Mantarok and that, all of that comes afterwards. So in some way, the book was physically returned to this dimension and put in this room, and I don't know why or how. Because maybe the answer to the question is there's a Roivas missing. There's a Roivas that we don't know about. One of the generations between Maximilian and also time shenanigans, right? As we know, hello vampire. As we know, what's name doesn't care about time. Like Mantarok does not care about time at all. So that's probably the reason, right? I'll be honest with you. That's the reason why. It's not deep or anything, but I just find that interesting. I just find that interesting to consider. I'm not expecting to go, oh my god, plot hole of the universe. But it's like, oh, it's more proof, like time shenanigans. Ooh, sorry. I was expecting a bone thief. Apologies. Right. It's time to prepare spells and so forth. We need Magic Pool to be assigned 7. It's over there already. Damn it. Okay. There you go. Assign that there. Recover's fine. Shield is fine. Magical attack, I don't need that right now. What I want is a reveal invisible. A 7-point reveal invisible with Zelotath. I'll put that there for the time being. Most sarcastic though. Because there are 4 people, if you include Alex, who have possession of the book. Pargo, Cookie Spargo. And that's Elia, who starts with the book. We have no idea how Elia gets the book. And then it's Maximilian, Edward, and Alex. They're the ones who basically start with it. Who physically get it in the world rather than being whisked over to that dimension. I don't know, I just find that interesting. Maybe it means nothing, maybe it's just me being silly. But shrug. Okay, so that's the master bedroom. Quick, to the master bedroom! Gloom and supernatural. It's not that, it's actually something different. Okay, you leave and you go back into the basement to heal up. We know that. That's how that works. We're well aware of this fact. We're basically playing like hide and seek with you for a while. Okay, let's have a chat with you. Shaken by his brush with death, the servant gives his thanks. He warns that a creature might still be around and the extra firepower would be handy. Reminded of his own words, he fishes for a key. Thank you! The gun cabinet key. Wow, that's very useful. Appreciate that. That's exactly what I wanted. Go get the elephant gun. Elephant gun. This mode allows the character to change the fire selector on guns. The elephant gun is a fire selector? Oh, it's a double-barreled gun. Oh, let's not do that, shall we? Oh my god, you can fire both barrels. That's nuts. Right, let's oh, damn it. I thought I changed the spell. Oh, damn, I just killed my own guy. Damn it. First it's Elia blow-torching the guy. Yeah, that's on the Y. Damn it. I think I killed you, didn't I? Yeah, I killed you. I'm sorry, buddy. Damn it. And because it's a 7-point spell, I didn't even think about it. That didn't even occur to me that it was the wrong spell until it worked out. Damn it, I feel bad now. 11 Storm with a raid! Hello, 11 Storm. Hello, Spiritual Mutant. Welcome, Raiders. How's it going? We are back, yes! I saw you were streaming earlier. So it occurred to me to raid you afterwards, but apparently not. Hey, Kinnekun. What up? Okay, where is the guy gone? And there you are. Get back here, you. No, get back here. It doesn't know I can see him. No. You're dead. That shouldn't work. I killed that guy. Accidentally. By the power of Ulyaoth, that guy's been returned to life. Vampires, indeed. Atrolosaurus. Yeah, I accidentally cast a magical attack in this room and killed the guy that we just saw. Yeah, I accidentally killed you before, but I guess I'm very thankful that the vampire essentially brought it back to life. So you know, the vampire has actually helped us. The vampire actually technically has an average of 0 now on kill feed, simply because the vampire plot kills the girl at the start. So that's a kill of 1, and technically just brought that guy back from the dead. So that's a KDA of 0 right now, Vampire. You're not doing very well. Right. Where's the other half of the damn key? I forget how this works out now. Is there anything in here? Yeah, you're fine. Anything there? Nope. Oh, my magical pool is gone. Damn it. Magical pool. Hey, buddy. Screw you. Oh, there's the other half of the key. The pools look really funny to me. Yeah, the pool's an interesting one. I'm not entirely sure why that's there, but it is. So, like, okay, that's weird. Okay, so let us quickly mix that with that one. Cast a quick enchantment. Enchant item. Like Sims crystals. that hadn't occurred to me. That is true. That is very true. Use that. Are you still down there, buddy? You are. Okay, let me grab this. Summon Horror, which we know exists already. I will not be summoning Turturga Horror, thank you very much. It is Xylotath time. Why do you need a spell when you have a shotgun? Elephant gun ammo, thank you. I want that one, that's going to be very helpful later on. Shotgun shells over here. Right. Excuse me, buddy. I need to go ahead and go have fun. I'm gonna go cast Summon Horror, and we'll be right down. You're gonna go heal that. That's cool. That's fine. I accept that. I appreciate that. Right now, however, we are gonna just straight up move over here because last time we cast this, we were in the way, and that was unfortunate. Summon Horror, cast Horror, Xylotath, go. Magic shotgun is better though. Nothing says screw you more than a Mantarok blessed shotgun. A Mantarok blessed shotgun is just, yep, very much so. How else do you do it? Hang on. I'd like to go down, please. Oh, I guess you could. I always just assumed that's why the Summon Horror spell was there. Because why else would you ever summon a horror in this game? Give me that, please. Yeah, if you don't do that, there's never a reason for it. Is he still down there? Yeah, he is. Okay. The horror does it in one hit. Oh yeah, that's... Oh wow, okay. That's weak. That's weak sauce, that is. No, screw you. You know what? Oh, this is on the wrong mode as well. Killed by my shield. It's been there so long it's just dust now. Oh yeah, you weren't around for my my theory, which might be a silly theory, but nonetheless, my theory was basically how does the Tome of Eternal Darkness get into Edward's office? Because Maximilian had the tome in 18 something, and then Peter Jacob gets the tome in 1910, 1912, whatever the hell that is, in World War I. How does it get from Peter Jacob back into the Edwards office? Because no one has known about that office since Maximilian. In theory, it has feet. Yeah, it's that level of... That's the kind of reply I'm expecting. And then it's a silly little question, but it's like, it occurred to me just now. It's like, hang on. How does that work? The answer we got to is basically, it's just Mantarok time shenanigans. It's Mantarok time shenanigans is what it is. We'll get a shield up as well before we get down there. It goes to show that the Mantarok doesn't care about time, or that alternatively, the book that loads of people have isn't necessarily the physical book, or isn't the whole thing. Because also only 4 people through the course of the whole game actually get the book physically without having to go into that skull room. The book starts with Elia, and we have no idea how Elia gets the book. Are we going to say, oh, yeah. The Guardians of Ulyaoth take the city. So yeah, so Elia has the book. We have no idea how Elia got the book, and then Maximilian gets it in, has it in physically. Does Maximilian get it physically now? I don't know now, actually. I don't know if Maximilian gets the book physically. I can't remember. Does Maximilian get the book physically, or does Maximilian end up in that skull chamber? Huh. How would Maximilian get the book physically? Need to replay it. We'll just get the Gardening to replay it. We'll do the next playthrough. There's one playthrough left after this. We'll do it then. You guys busy? Okay, hang on. I'll be back in a second. Just give me a moment. Right, let's try this again then. You know what? Let's give this horror something to do. You should be able to 2v1 this, no problem. You are in fact a Zelatath horror versus a pair of... Apparently not. I never figured out how to do. I can never figure out how to do these things. Spell list. Project. Item. Spell list. Enchant item. Do it with the elephant gun. Yeah, when you release it, it turns against you, which is a nice touch. But I do like that is true. That's not enough, really. Ow. There he goes, better. Alright, excuse me while I go there and reload. My elephant is chthonic. I fall over. And then we just finish the job because I can't be bothered to go back there and reload this thing. You head up to bed now? Thank you. Sleep well. Have a good night. Rest well. Let's wait for a shield. I can't remember what happens now. This is the room with the thing, isn't it? This is the room with the thing. Yeah, probably should have waited for shield, but okay, well, yeah, that's inconvenient. Spell list. Cool. And then spell list. Enchant item. Damn it, come on. Cool. Yeah, it's time to just unload on your face. Hey, hello. I gotta disenchant that as well, don't I? Yeah, I do. Right, hang on. Over here? Good. Spell list. Dispel magic. 5-point dispel magic, Zelotath. And screw you, buddy. You're mine now. See? What's better than a shotgun? Man-Shark enchanted shotgun. Get back here, you. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And just because we can. Shoot him while he's in wisp and break like more wood. Let's put the shotgun double barrel shotgun. Essentially what this is, right? Essentially an elephant gun is just a double barrel, is a massive, large bore, slug firing shotgun. I don't believe they're rifled, are they? Holland and Holland double barrel rifle. It is rifled, so it's not a shotgun. I stand corrected. There's an enormous 50, oh my god, a 50 caliber 3-inch nitro slug, quite capable of stopping a rhino or elephants dead in their tracks. Only a crazy man would feel comfortable facing a Holland and Holland. Again, if you fire that without bracing, it'll just send you flying back. We have so much ammo for the shotgun, though. It's one of those things that you've got so much ammo for the shotgun that you might as well just fire the damn thing. You see, kill the elephant in half your force, man. You underestimate how difficult it is to like how elephant guns were required because elephants were difficult to kill. They were not overkill when you were dealing with an elephant. Like shooting at a human, sure, absolutely. But I don't think you would do a through and through on the elephant with an elephant gun. Just refresh it, magic pool. We have a moment. The big thing I have with the elephant gun, I think, is that the problem is that it's not. Let's have a look at this. Yep, it's a 9-point circle of power. We start by essentially plopping the runes down. So this is going to be a Paragon rune. Like this gun, given like that this gun, you need to do something specific to get it. You got to talk to the right guy and save him or whatever to get the key. And it's like it knocks you back if you haven't braced properly, whatever. I don't think it's specifically worth the Come on, fight each other. Come on, you. No, don't shoot me, each other. Come on. You're Zelotath and Chaturga. Sorry, you're Chaturga and Ulyaoth. You should be fighting each other like crazy here. How are you? There you go. There you go. Don't worry about me. I'm just gonna brace against the winner, which is you. A WinRAR is you. Come on, buddy. Are we okay here? See? A double shot that doesn't do anything. Calls red concrete. See, I don't believe that's the case. I genuinely don't believe that's the case. I need to flip the switch. Like, elephants are massive sacks of meat. This is a thick, large bore, not shaped projectile. It has to get through quite a thick hide, and then a lot of, essentially, water, which slows down bullets a lot. Right, that one is going to be Dispel. We're in the middle of Dispel area, I think. I believe you're currently doing a Dispel area spell. We reloaded this thing we have. Oh, we're not even on the... Might as well use the damn gun. Get at least one shot out of it. No, hang on. Maybe because I'm doing overkill. This is area. We're going for Dispel. This is Dispel area. Okay. Oh, hi. Speaking of Dispel area. Grab that. Yeah, it works better that way, I guess. I think I was overkilling it, but still not fantastic. Not. There are better ways of doing this, I suppose. Right, pistol time, revolver time. Magic pool. Become a sim. I gotta say, you're pretty accurate there, Edward. For someone who I'm assuming hasn't fired a gun before. Or maybe you have. That's an entire lie. You've got guns in your house, of course. Why would I assume you haven't fired a gun before? Apologies. You live in the US and you've got guns in your house. I assume you have fired weapons before. Was it this way or was it the other way? This way. Back over here, which is, I believe, the one we did before, so we just cross over. Yeah, because it makes sense. They're roughly located in the correct location. Let's refresh my shield. Right. These chapters take a while because the running is a lot. These chapters are very simple. And Alex's chapter is very simple as well. It's all about just having to walk a certain amount. And, you know, it's an endgame faff. Having to walk backwards and forwards and do everything like this. That's Paragon. Oh, it's this one, right, okay. We flip this, the cages break. Oh, that's the reason to use horror. That's the one reason you have to use horror in this game, is to complete the puzzle from Alex's perspective. This puzzle from Alex's perspective. Because from Alex's perspective, you have to refill the, you have to refill the... Did that work out? No, it didn't. Oh, technically you are strong against Celotat, so that makes sense. Right. Goodbye, arm. Right. 3 down, 6 to go. Oop. We're gonna skip the one in the middle until the last. Leave one to the middle until the last, because that makes sense to me. We'll pick the... Unfortunately, you can't put Mantarok as a central room, because that would be funny. You end up casting Summon Pack. End up casting Summon a Mantarok. Cool. Right. Let's run over here. Pop that in. Run over there. I'm trying to remember which is the hardest fight though, because you can. I think you can bypass. If you know what you're doing, I believe you can bypass the hardest fight because. You can bypass the hardest fight because the second you put the last symbol in, the spell triggers and you go into animation. Don't think you have to actually leave anything. So you might be able to skip a difficult fight or something. I have no idea. I have no idea. I know that last time we started off with the middle one. And we had something to do after that, so I'm curious to see what happens. If we leave the middle one last, what is affected by this? I know that one of these also has a trapper on this platform. It's an annoying little gacha. Flip this. Who designs these? I just realized, like, this is a very weird... like this. In the case of all dungeons, all these dungeons are always... Right. Let's swap to you, and while you're airborne, we're gonna quickly enchant this. But, like, this is not a functional temple, right? The way this exists, this is not a functional temple in any way, shape, or form. So who designs these things? There's so many things in so many games. You go to dungeons, and it's like, clearly this dungeon serves no purpose. It's the most impractical thing in the world to navigate. We're going to do a full magic pool at some point. I think this is the last shot for you, though. Hopefully. Yeah, screw you. Reload. Recast magic pool. I don't even need to finish him. I will though. Because I can. And then we recast... Oh, we can't recast it yet. Oh, no, it's the one back here. And... how many is that? 3 to go? 4 to go? Is that 5 or is that 6? Don't know. We can cast shield. Oh, wait. reload that real quick in case we get into trapper trouble. How many are we at now? 4 to go. That was number 5. Is that a trapper I saw? No. Okay. We're so far out that the pixels make it a little bit tricky. The next one over will be the Dispel Rune. Then it's Pargon, then it's Zelatath. Actually, if I can distract him from casting spells, that'd be lovely. Have you shielded up? Right, reload that real quick. Recast that real quick. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I'm losing sanity here. Come on, man, truck zombie, give me work with me a little bit. You didn't. There's no way you cast that spell. Cheater. Where is he? Where'd he go? Ooh! Ha! That's clever. He cast magical barrier, but because he dies, he's now trapped inside a magical barrier. I'm not going to bother to dispel. Now it dispels itself naturally. When the corpse disappears, it dispels. Just found that amusing. Has the pool gone? The pool's gone. Oh well, how much do you need to get? Not that long, actually. Get that pool back. Right. Now it's 3 to go. A big and imposing door. I think it's this way. Yeah, this way. Come on, I want to finish this playthrough tonight. I want to start on Zelatath tonight. And Zelatath, we're going to speedrun Zelatath as best we can. Like, there's no point. I'm not going to watch cutscenes for Zelatath unless it's specific cutscenes where Zelatath is in them. Like the cutscenes where things are talking about Zelatath, or we're talking to Zelatath guardians and stuff of that nature. Because that's the stuff that is different. That's the important ones. The stuff is just regular stuff that's irrelevant. There you go. Saw one. Screw you. Not gonna bother, really. Mix you with, yeah, reload. Come on. Right, so this is Dispel, which is that one. Dispel area spell. Dispel magic spell, sorry. Which is Dispel an area runes. Oh, for God's sake. Where are you, buddy? Oh god, Trapper. I'm gonna have to worry about several things with this guy here. Okay, okay, fine. Let's dispel that spell then. Dispel magic, cast my spell there. Right, and then we bring up the shotgun. You know what? Screw you. We've got the gun, might as well use the gun. We're gonna fall over a lot. But still amusing. Get back here. I don't think it's actually lasting me. Oh, come on. Damn it, you did the barrier again. Are you still alive? Oh, you died. You died to the poison. Fair enough. In that case, we'll reload this gun. And we will... Where's the switch? Where's the switch? Is there a switch? There must be a switch. The switch must be up here, because that must be the door out. Yeah. Magic pool. Yeah, I generally don't think its elephant gun's worth it. I'm trying to find redeeming features to this thing. I just can't. I just can't find a single redeeming feature about this gun. It's quite depressing, actually. There's literally zero reason to use it. Right, swing this way. We done? Nope. One more Paragon rune. Paragon rune over here. Right. We got multiple friends here, hang on. We set up properly? We are set up kind of properly. Right, okay, I'll switch to this gun real fast. And it's not enchanted at the moment, but... Right, reload this, reload that to deal with the... Right. We got the shield. Let's fight our way over to the... Let's kill all the... Was it only one of them? Was it multiple? We got a shield, you got a shield above. Okay, so we're gonna equip this. We're gonna... Because we have the time, while you're relaxing behind your shield, we'll just cast some quick spells. And we cast Dispel Magic. I hear you. Hello? Here we go. Magical buildings. Paragon, Paragon, Antarog, Paragon. How much ammo do you have left of this shotgun? More than enough. Yeah. Used about half what we had. Which pretty means I think I could have used it for every single shot. Except for the pistol shots. The pistol shots is especially beneficial to not use on trappers. Revolver, revolver. And technically revolvers are pistols, they're revolving pistols. Right. Hey, Plask Bar! How's it going? How you doing? Now it's time for the last one. Now that's the good question, right? Do I actually have to deal with the aftermath of putting this in, or not? Gotcha. I don't know. Now we want Zelatath. No, we don't. We'd have to deal with the Paragon, Pargon, Zelotath, Pargon, Pargon, Nethlek, Pargon. How is your new best friend treating you? We will find out. We will find out shortly. Edward's meddling with the arrays has conjured up incredible energies that are now building up. Okay, I guess we do have to deal with this. That's then corrected. We do have to deal with this. Or do we? Because we're back in this one. And we dealt with this one ages ago. Oh, that's why. You do have to deal with it, but if you do it in that order... Oh, hello, it's 4 Guardians. Let's not deal with the 4 Guardians. Let's just leave and let them all blow up. Oop, up we go. Asking as a non-native, if someone says I stand corrected, means they were wrong and now know better, right? It means that they were wrong about something, and they now accept that they have been corrected on the matter. Whether they know better or not remains to be seen in the future. But it means that they were wrong and have since heard the correct answer. Or the thing, but yeah. If I had said, like, oh, this happens 30 years later, like, oh, I stand corrected, 48 years later. And this feels more insidious than Chaturga's Guardian doing it, I think. Yep. Goodbye, head. But that is that's how Edward dies. Like 2 weeks ago or something like that? 2-3 weeks ago in game time?
Master, I am saddened to report the destruction of the Guardian colony at the Ruin Alenga.
I am not without eyes, servant. I knew of their loss as it happened. It is not a concern of mine. The Guardians were merely tools to forward the greater cause. Think of them as casualties of war.
but the balance of power has shifted with their loss.
Nonsense! Balance? There has never been balance. If anything, we shall remove all balance. Our plan continues as predicted. I have seen the future, Pius, and it portends a great battle between myself and the great being of matter. Chattur'gha will fall to my superiority. The power of Chattur'gha is useless against me.
That is true. We've seen that.
As it was meant to be.
Ulyaoth kicks
The
Chattur'gha's
gates will
ass
be readied.
with portals.
We shall overcome. Be patient, my servant. Be patient.
Essentially, Ulyaoth becomes Chell, as if Chell had no ethics whatsoever, and basically knew how to shut off portals at very inopportune times. Alex finds a scrap of paper tucked between the pages of the tome. It appears to be a note from Edward. A small note written in the page of the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Xelatath is the. You're thinking of Xelatath. Xelatath is the goddess. Is the god with a female voice. There's Chattur'gha, like the god of strength. There is Ulyaoth, the god of magic, and there's Xelatath, the goddess of sanity. And Xelatath is the one that has two female voices. Actually, two actresses doing back-to-back voices. Jennifer Hale and Kim Mae West, which is always very amusing. Anyway, dear Alex, I have left you a small surprise to keep you going when everything seems to go awry. It was my favorite tipple, and there are several barrels of it in the basement. Please help yourself to what you can find. My guess is that I won't be needing it. Your loving grandfather, Edward. Skellyman worships that when you play the game as the beginning as Pius, you pick who the enemy god is. Pius goes to where the three artifacts are, and the artifact you pick is the god that Skellyman worships for that run, which is why you need to do 3 runs of the game, once with each artifact. But the god worshipped by Skellyman changes, and that changes doesn't change the whole game, but it changes the order in which you get the runes of power, because you will always get the rune that your god is strong against, that the enemy is strong against. So you get the weak rune first, then the actual rune, and then you get the strong rune afterwards. So this is the Ulyaoth run. So we got the Chattur'gha rune first, followed by the Ulyaoth rune, and then the Xelatath rune at the end. If you play as Xelatath, you'll get the Ulyaoth rune first, then the Xelatath rune, and then the Chattur'gha rune. And then all the enemies change. Where if you're having a playthrough where Ulyaoth is the bad guy, if you see an Ulyaoth zombie and you play a playthrough where Xelatath is the bad guy, that Ulyaoth zombie will be replaced by a Xelatath zombie. Going into the basement, right? The tipple. Yes, it's very. They did some very interesting things with this. Okay, so we're looking here. Some got magic pool. What are we doing now? So we need to find a stethoscope somewhere. Where do we find the stethoscope? What do we have that's new? To keep you going from living room. It's my favorite tipple. There are several barrels in the basement. Please help yourself when needing it. Okay, we don't need that. Reminds me of Pokemon, where your Arcanine always picks it. Yeah, it's kind of that. Yeah. But in this case, the very first chapter of the game is you playing as Pius before Pius becomes. God damn it! Stop using the attack for no reason. And just be killed. You know what? Let's just remove that from there because that doesn't need to be there, and I've killed people with that before. Quick spell. Just remove that there. Doesn't matter. Whatever. 3-point Manta Rock. Top button. There you go. Where is the? Where is the stethoscope? Because I need the stethoscope for the safe. I can't open the safe without the stethoscope. Where be stethoscope, yo? Where is the stethoscope? That's what I get for like when you're rushing through the game trying to remember where things are. Hey, Morthen. Let's go open here. No. It's also interesting, Kinekun, because the three gods have very different personalities, and because of their different personalities, Pius's personality has to change as well. Well, Pius acts differently towards them. Because Chaturga is the god of strength and like straightforward thinking and like directness and so forth. Like Chaturga doesn't really do any planning, so Pius does all the planning for Chaturga. Whereas Ulyaoth is a very clever god, a god of magic, a god of stuff like that. So Pius plays a much more subservient role to Ulyaoth than he does to Chaturga. Where the hell? I've missed something here. That's true everywhere. That's true every single time. Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, those aren't real. Never mind. Those aren't real. Yeah, those aren't real. We're hallucinating. That's what's going on here, girl. You know what? Fine. It's getting to be a little bit inconvenient. We'll get magic pull up and running. Get our sanity back slowly. Where have I left the bloody... Where is the sodding... Anything in here? No. What did we learn that's new? Magic pool, summon horror, either of those are irrelevant. We need the stethoscope before we get to the safe, because we can't open the safe without the stethoscope. Is there something in here? It wouldn't have been, because there's nothing in here until we have what we need. Yeah, bang on you want. My sanity's going up. Oh, there's ammo on the floor. That's a lie. That's all hallucination. Oh, everything's locked as well. Yeah, because we're hallucinating right now. I'd love it if you weren't, frankly. I'd love to have all the ammo, but...
This can't be happening!
It isn't, Alex. Relax. She's up in the shrooms, maybe. No, never. Ever. That's fine. Nothing there. Think, Nemo, think. Where have I not looked for a stethoscope? Take more. The current dose seems unhealthy. Like, more or less is something I have to do here. Where's Death? Damn it. Anything over here? No. The clock on the bedside table in that room is also stuck on 333. All the clocks in this game are stuck on 333. Over here, no. Nope. Nope. Anything in here? Don't think it would be in here, because we've been in here. Every room has its own, like, way to get a chapter page. And we've done all the ones over here. That's not that, that's what we need to go inside the... Maybe it's in the basement. Maybe it's in the basement. I haven't got it, have I? I have not randomly have the... No, I don't have it. Okay, back down here again. Help yourself to the barrels of tipple in the basement. Yeah, this is later on. We don't do anything with this yet. That's after Edwards. The The safe is large and old-fashioned, made in days when security was derived from the heavy metal systems. I need a stethoscope to... Okay, do I have to listen to that first? Do I have to go to the safe first and hear about the... read about the stethoscope before I can find a stethoscope? That could well be the case. You have to know that you need one before you can get one. I would feel uncomfortable at how the huge walls, the high ceiling. The high ceiling is an interesting one because, like people, the further back you go, the shorter people were on average. So a high ceilinged house, especially like this, is a sign of true opulence. Hang on. I'm gonna Google the damn thing because stethoscope, because I'm missing it here. Did I miss something? Hang on. Am I just blind? I might just be blind. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't need the stethoscope. Maybe I'm having a crazy time here. I thought the pickaxe was in the safe. I'm looking for. I need a pickaxe. Oh, for God's sake! Wasn't looking for. Looking for the bloody pickaxe. And I walked past there as well, and everything. It just didn't trigger. Now we go over here and we basically find out why Maximilian was imprisoned. Why did Maximilian Roivas get sent to an asylum? We find out why. That's a proper Minecraft pickaxe as well. Like there's cords on the handle of that thing. Maximilian snapped and killed all his servants. Because Maximilian thought they were all bone thieves. And now we get to a note from Edward. Right, this is where the stethoscope is. This is where the stethoscope is. I got confused. Dispel magic, cast... Break that. That's where the stethoscope is. Antique stethoscope seemingly accidentally dropped into the pile of ash glints brightly in the light of the room. Should Alec retrieve it from the bed of ashes? Yes, please. And there's a letter as well. A journal from the page of Maximilian Roivas. See, I thought that piece of paper there was going to be a chapter page. Hence why I thought I needed the stethoscope first. I forgot, I got my orders confused. As I contemplated these ideas, my suspicions of my servants grew and I became increasingly fearful of them. I began to watch them carefully. Days ago I watched one of them stretch his neck. I could have sworn I saw it twist in a most peculiar direction and a bulge of muscle tissue collect and grow in the most uncorrective manners, as if a bone was being displaced from its proper location and something else was moving in its place. I stumbled away knowing that I was surrounded by unholy creatures that wore skins of mortal men and women. I had to take action. Dear God, let my hand be swift and merciful, lest the world see more of these diabolic creatures. Yeah, so he thought that all his servants were bone thieves. Like this. These kinds of bone thieves. A Gladius, please. Go away. Did you interrupt my... No, you didn't. Okay. Oh. There's a sneaky trapper there as well. What do we have in here? Yeah. Don't need anything here, just get to the exit. Those tooth fairies are rather small in monstrosities. Right, let's get back to the basement, please. Some Mantrok zombies as well, hey. I always find it weird when you lot are around, because... No, I don't want to do that, I want to finish. There you go. Honestly, just... Here's many of them, I don't need to deal with you. 4 of you? That's fine. Just ignore them. Basement time. Now, stethoscope? I can't use it. Okay, so here. Right. So it's right, left, and then right again. There we go. Click, click, click. There it is, the essence of Xeloteth. As the safe door hinges open, its contents are revealed. Many important items left behind by Edward lie on the shelves inside. Collect the items? Yes, please. The essence of Xeloteth. A crankshaft. Letter from Edward, your grandfather. And Ashes to Ashes. Which is chapter 11, I think.
A storm approaches, Augustus. A storm of metal and fire. And a torrent of souls along with it. Young and vibrant.
Yes, I have seen it coming. A worthy sacrifice, I am sure, and one that will allow the greater guardian that resides below to finish its channeling. With this sacrifice of souls I make unto thee, Great One, the gate shall be ready to be opened, and your freedom shall be at hand.
Right. Cool. Can I... I don't think I can. I wanted to check if I can actually... I don't think I can use the crankshaft now because the light isn't on in the light in the study. Yeah, there's no light. Otherwise I could use the crankshaft here. Never mind. Let's read the note, actually.
Dear Alexandra.
Oh,
if
voiced.
you're reading this, Alex, then I am surely dead. Knowing that the police will contact my only living relative, I made sure to leave this message for you. As I write this letter, Pius Augustus is waiting for his chance to strike me down for what I have done to the Guardian City. I believe I have slowed Augustus's plans, but not stopped them completely. He will still try to bring his ancient into this world. You must continue what our ancestor Max has started. You must gather the artifacts and call forth an ancient to combat what Augustus brings into this world. Of the artifacts, there are 4. But one of these is in the clutches of Pius himself. They are the Black Heart of Mantarok, the Claw of Chiturga, the Sigil of Xeloteth, the Veil of Ulyaoth. Your skill in the arcane science will not be as strong as Pius's, who has had 2 millennium to prepare his gate. You will need all the remaining artifacts to match his power. It all rests with you, my dear. I wish you well in this desperate act. I wish I had more guidance for you, but I am at my wit's end, and I feel I am running out of time. Your loving grandfather, Edward.
Cool. So yep, as Edward says, we basically have to summon Xelatath.
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is likely to be an ancient just beyond our senses, waiting. They prey on our misfortune and exploit it toward their own twisted ends. When hundreds of oil fields are set ablaze on the heels of war, the ancient's grip tightens, knowing that lives will be forfeit and resources squandered. But a few people make a difference. People like Michael Edwards, a Canadian industrial firefighter hired to put an end to the insanity at the end of the war. Ironically for him, the insanity was just beginning.
Ah yes, the two-tone screen. It's not even the green screen anymore, it's the two-tone screen. The post-desert storm oil fires.
I'm getting a little nervous about this one. It feels more out of control than the others. More powerful. I don't know how else to describe it.
This is the safest way to blow out these things. You've done this enough to know that. It's by the numbers. It's all good. Just relax.
The silicone cloth and the water spray are there, so you're probably right. We've got 500 pounds of 80% nitroglycerin grade dynamite all in place. We're good to go.
Edwards, you can pull your team back now. Get your team to a safe distance and we'll try to kill the fire.
Sure thing. Coming back now.
We're getting a pressure increase at the well cap. It's gonna tear itself apart. Hurry! Get your team out!
Boom. I think you can see footage of that. Not that obviously, but of like the explosive putting out the oil well fires with explosives. Which is always an interesting thing. I also need to save right now and remember not to use the OICW. Which is a shame because it was a fun gun to use, but not if we're going to keep causing my game to crash. If we can avoid that entirely, that would be fantastic.
What the hell happened? They're all dead. McCormick, Patterson, all gone. Looks like they've been buried alive.
Ah, the Pillar of Bone.
Tons of concrete.
The Pillar of Bone.
Take this. Guard it well. Many have perished for it. Take it. Take it to the ruins of Engal. At the ruins, a gathering of light.
You want me to take this to some ruins under a house in Rhode Island?
Take it. Save us. All.
Sensing the danger, Mike protects his hands from the insidious magic by using his coach to carefully pick the artifact from the debris-strewn floor. Michael has acquired the Essence of Tutoria, Ruby Effigy, and the Sapphire Effigy. Hooray! We got the Sapphire Effigy. I'm also going to save immediately, just so in case we have mess. It's not safe to save right now. What? Oh, it's not safe. Okay, where's the... I need to find a fire axe. Where's the fire axe? Hi. I understand it's not safe to save. I need to get myself hands on a weapon, please. Please tell me I can use something that's not YCW. Please, 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 please. Oh, god damn it. Collect the weapons, please. The assault rifle, hurrah. Don't care about that. The pistol we can use. The YCW just causes game crashes, so we don't want to use you at all. Where's the fire axe? We start equipped with it. Good. That solved my problem. Honestly, hang on. Go for a sing, go on. Come on, Ulyaoth zombies, sing. There, you're going for a sing, that's what we want. Go for a sing. Have a nice little sing. Makes my life a lot easier if you go for a sing. Ouch. Never mind. Right, okay. Save, please. Yeah, good. We save because I do not want to lose any progress, because using the OICW causes the game to crash, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because we have a lot of ammo for that damn thing. Anyway. Like the joke I made last time, is there's a reason this thing was never adopted into military use. Come on. No, I don't want to deal with this guy. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. We've got no sanity left, so we're taking constant damage. Unfortunately, and I also can't. I have no way to heal up, do I? Nope, not in the moment. Right. Well, we're gonna bypass all of you until I get my hands on the damn book. I gotta bypass all of you. Sorry. Okay. Right. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot him. Good. Now. Good. Get some sanity back. No, down, down. Damn it. I've got so low health right now, holy crap. Really? Okay. I need to get my hands on the book. Rather quite urgently. I can't remember where I need to get. It's somewhere I have to find. I get my hands on the damn book. I can't remember where it is. Okay, it's not in here. There's nothing to do in here right now. I need to go in there later on, but now is not the time. I've got solo health. Solo health. Right, what's up here? Oh god. I need some sanity back. However little, I need some sanity back. I need to be able to tank a sanity hit. Good. That was a sanity bonus, because I got his head before he looked at me. Which means I didn't lose sanity, which means I get my sanity back as a sanity net positive. Added staff. Good for the time being, however, the problem I have right now is I'm gonna have to deal with the other thing, and going over there is gonna be a pain. I have no health and just a bit of sanity, and my movement is slow. And the things I have to deal with are the ones that do constant sanity damage. Blast. Unless I can pop in and out real quick. Okay, well, we'll see. I've got the save from back there. No. Straight up dead. I can't afford to move at all. I think it's my first game over, actually. Yeah, my first game over. To be fair, to get through essentially 23 chapters? No, don't start a new game. Load game. See, that was the one before. We're technically... We managed to get here in half the time as we did previously. Right. So while we have some health, not a lot of health, we have some health. What I can do is now I can, and some sanity as well, instead of trying to fight this guy right now, which is unfortunately not going to work well for me. Can deal with it. Because it could be in a way better situation this time. I can also deal with way more things this time as well. Let's deal with that first of all. And then we grab you. Break this one down. Break that one down. More health and more sanity as well. That's the key difference here, is the more health and the more sanity. His ability to go for sanity. Go for sanity. That's the only reason that sanity is really important, because the sanity effects, while interesting and cool, don't actually affect the gameplay. What affects the gameplay is the fact if you have no sanity, instead of losing sanity, you lose health. Right. Okay, good. Which means I actually might be able to do the thing I need to do. Which... Oh, low sanity time. Low sanity check time. Like I said, it's interesting and fun, but ultimately it just wastes me time rather than anything else. Yeah. Here we go. Might be missing a limb, maybe. Don't get ahead of yourself. Here, let me give you a hand. Right, over here. Thank you. Grab that. Now, if I just quickly... I think if I go down these stairs... No, is it not this place? Now... Damn it. One hit was enough to put me... I was very low on health. It was just on the on the cusp of slow speeds. But I think it's somewhere over here where I get the tome. Because once I got the tome, once we have the tome, I just cast Magic Pool and we laugh. I just can't remember where it is I got to get it. I think it's in the next place? I know I've got to go back and do something real fast. Yeah, let's stop trying to fight these guys, Nemo. It's not worth it. Just stop trying to fight these guys. It's not worth my time. Is it here? Nope. Where the hell do I get the bloody tome? Oh, I can't cross here because I need the tome for that. Hang on, map time. Because I just turned up... I turned up... Oh, there's only 2 floors. Really? I've only been to 2 floors, so I've turned up there. Yeah, that can't be right. So we start... Yeah, that literally can't be right. What the hell? Okay, so we start down here in the... That reverse C is where we start. And so... We go up there, down there, up there. So, like, if I came down here... Do I have to have the tome to go through here? I'm sure I got to this place from the other side before. Again, let's not deal with this guy. It's not worth my time right now. Or is it now to get the tome? I know I got the tome at some point by going up some stairs that I didn't have to have done. See, now I've got no sanity now. Is there anything over here? No. Just the bleeding walls as per usual. Up here. Is there anything on that? Is there anything there? No. Okay. Where do I get the bloody tome? Where do I get the bloody tome? Fine, I'll do the thing I know I need to do anyway, which is mixing that with that. Acquire the staff. And do the game here. Oh, I get the tome here, don't I? And the second I get the tome, we laugh. Because you get the tome, I cast Magic Pool, and we just stay still for a minute, getting mana back. If I have to fight now, I'll be upset. Well, if I have to fight now, I'll just reload and we can do that quicker. Way faster. Right. Up here, we do the Indiana Jones thing. Yep. So examine. We put the staff on the ground. We break that one. We do that one. And then we go for that, which I believe... breaks that, which then, if I go down there, I get the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Okay, good. Right. Edwards, who has been severely punished by my incompetence, finally gets the book that lets him heal. Good. You can't cast... You literally can't... You literally haven't got the mana to cast a 5-pointer magic pool. Can you cast a... Can you cast this... You can't cast a 7-pointer. Can you cast a 5... You can cast a 5-pointer. A book, an axe, and a dream. Hell yeah. Now we have magic pool of Mantarok, so we can breathe for a moment. Also, might as well walk around for a bit, get some mana. And getting some mana will just help along, because then I can just cast There we go. We're back on. Yeah, we're back on 2 feet now. Yay! Back without the limp. Ooh, I hear the pitter patter of trapper feet. The pitter patter of trapper feet. Breathing. Actually, have you got enough mana for? Do you actually get enough mana to cast a 7-point shield? Because that'd be fantastic if we did. Yes, we do. We just get enough mana to cast a 7-point shield. We just get enough mana for that. Which now means that we are baller. Because you are a warrior type, and you can basically just wreck face. Thank you. There you go. Bonk. And we go down here. And I believe from down here is where you go this way and come across that thing from the other side. Oh, hi guys. You're easy to deal with though. Thank you. And then we cast, is it a 5-point dispel magic? Thank you. I'll have the Emerald Effigy. Thank you very much. I don't think I need to go back up there and deal with all the things that I just missed. Okay, there's a stairs over there, which I think is where I need to go right now. Okay, magic pool time? No, not that magic pool time. This magic pool time. Good. Then again, we could wait, but just go upstairs and let time pass. Oh, hey guys. Oh, yes, that's the... Oh, I'm hungry. And did you? Yes, you are definitely stronger. You're definitely stronger because you actually had a Ulyaoth zombie explode in your face and you didn't give a crap. That's how you know you're stronger. Anything over here? No. Anything over there? No. Drop down here. Oh, excuse me. You lost your head, I know. It's one of you now. You could summon multiple zombies. That's intriguing. Hang on, let's get that. Let's give me a moment here to cast a shield, 7-point shield, Manta Rock, please. No, enough yet. In which case, spells released enchant item, 5-point Manta Rock, on your axe. If nothing else, that will help us. Get some mana up again for the shield, then we'll head down again and just rack people in the face with a Mantrock empowered axe. Oh, gonna need the bloody magic pool as well, aren't I? Magic pool comes first? Potentially. Honestly, don't care. Well, that's how you do it, isn't it? You go around the back of this thing, and then you wreck him. I remember how to kill this thing now. There you go, I remember how to deal with it now. I remember how to deal with you. It's not just to not try to hit you in the bloody face. That's how you deal with you, is just say, you know what? The face is off limits. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that the face is off limits. You're working with that. That's your working face. That's cool. Your spine, however, needs an axe in it. Oh crap. Let's reload this while I get a moment. There's loads of zombies, holy crap. Oh, you're gonna have a sing? Okay, have a nice sing. No singing for you, actually. I've decided against your singing. Your close harmony singing does not work for me. Cool, and I need a reveal invisible here. The reveal invisible cast 5 point. No? Maybe indeed level 7 reveal invisible. I am not sure. Regardless, what I want to do right now is I want to summon Trapper. Really? Damn. Because the zombies have discovered Mongolian throat singing. I don't want to kill them now. What's the really good Mongolian throat singing thing? What is the really good Mongolian throat singing thing? Oh god, it was a while back now. Really? God damn it, Michael. God. What was it called? Damn it. Now, while I'm wandering around, let's Google. Mongolian throat singing. It's not the Who. It's not the Who. It's not the Who. I know it's what's it called? It's not metal. It's was it rock? Oh god, what was it? It was one song. It came out quite a while ago. No, it's not Ulat Batar. It's something like that. It's not let's cast that real quick. Damn it. What's it called? Damn it. We're going to throw singing meme. Is it the meme? No. What was it called? Guys, this is gonna bother me forever now. Well, forever. It's going to bother me for a considerable amount of time. Ulat Zata or something like that. It was kind of like was it a hip hop crossover thing? Really, Michael? Come on, Michael. How much energy you need to summon Trapper? Come on, buddy. Thank you. Now we get rid of that. And down here we go. Because we go over here, I believe... Hello. Also, by the way, the effigy was over here, for God's sake. I don't believe... The effigy... The sapphire effigy was literally in this alcove. I don't know why Michaels couldn't have found it himself. Down here. That's the bind spell. Which again I think is used only once. Protect creature. Right, now we go... Probably looted it. Yeah, true. Some other random person looted it. Right, now we go over here and say, hi guys, we're gonna go ahead and tell you to bind... Who wins? My one wins. Oh. Oh god, wrong weapon. Oh, they're pretty damn close to each other. Chop, chop. Low-booted attacker titan. Oh, the C4, that's why I need to come down here. The plastic explosives. Okay. I'm gonna have to cast the magic pool again, I think. Cast magic pool again. Magic pool, cast 5-pointer. Yeah, Magic Rock. Right, up here. Oop, up here. Back here. Up here. Up there. Ah, here. You can finally find out what the hell the effigies are used for. At long last, we find out what the hell the effigies are used for. Well, what can we get that's going to be bloody useful now? Right, so you gotta give them what they're attacked by. The effigies are subservient. If you look at the effigies are subservient. So you have to put them under the ones that they beat. So red beats green. This is green beats blue, which was missing last time. The scholar beats the sorcerer beats the warrior beats the scholar. And we finally get to see what the hell this is, what this does for us. Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. That's definitely more than I was expecting. Cool. Let's go find out. Consider me intrigued. This is definitely a place we've not been to before. So after this one with Zelatath, you got one more God run, and then you beat the game proper. Well, this is the Ulyaoth run. Then I'll do the Zelatath run, and that'll be the last one, yes. This is the second run I've done. Cradled on a stone display plinth is an enchanted gladius. Energy rises across its surface, pulsing through the surrounding air. Michael has inquired an enchanted gladius. Okay, it's a Zelatath enchanted gladius. This gladius carries a powerful enchantment. This unique weapon can only be wielded by its destined owner, the Guardian of Light. I can't actually equip this either. Wow, okay. Interesting. Hey, Archaeos! Ooh, wrong direction. Archaeos distracted me. Okay. Yes, it's just difficult to keep track of all the mythological horrors. Now, I've got to do this thing here, haven't I? It's a... It has reveal invisible 7-pointer Ulyaoth? No. Casey, what did we do here last time? Yeah, it's already enchanted. That came pre-enchanted. With a 7-point... So I'm assuming that enchantment's not going to go away. I'm assuming that's permanently enchanted. Oni! It's Oni! Nemo of the Jungle, what is your wisdom? My wisdom is make sure you don't bind magical attack to a shortcut and accidentally kill your own servants with it, but if you do, make sure the vampire goes after your servant and therefore the game code resurrects the servant afterwards. It's always the opposing god. Ah, okay. So it's an infinitely enchanted Gladius. I'm assuming if it's Gladius, it's for Alex. Well, Alex is, if you can't use, if Michael can't use it, only Alex can. Okay, that's something, I suppose. It's a very specific, indeed, very good wisdom, indeed, isn't it? Casey, is this meant to be a dispel magic or something? I forget what this is. What are we doing here again? I thought it was a dispel magic spell. You're off to a lurk, all right, Oni. Have a good one. I think I have an exclamation mark lurk. I don't remember. Was it dispel magic? Because I've done a 7-point reveal invisible and under 2 different alignments now. Did I do a Zelatath one? I didn't do a Zelatath one. Fair enough. That's me corrected. I stand corrected. Hey! I stand corrected. There you go. Proper usage as well for Plaskbar there. Let's quickly get some mana back for the magic pool. Good. I think we need the 7. Yeah, we actually need the shield for this, don't we? Because that's the explosives, the detonator caps. Right, blow it up. Let's blow it the hell up. Mix that with that. Let's get the mana to cast 7-point shield. Although I've got 4 points of shield. That might be enough, but you know what? Just stopping in the middle of that because I get hit by that's going to be annoying, so might as well get all of it up. Yeah, I know, it's you've got so little magic, but I've got to really literally fill you up to be able to cast that. Can we cast a power item? Indeed, Archaeos, we have to. We must. You literally cannot do the job with just the plastic explosives. The game will tell you this. Right, you gonna complain about this? Yeah, have your complaints. Oh my god, no! 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. And then I go... At which point you go, hi, I'd like to use this? And you go, but even with all the explosives, there's probably not enough to bring down the city. There must be a way to increase it, make it more powerful and increasing its damage potential. In which case we're gonna go, you know what, screw it, buddy. Have you got the mana for this? We do. 7-point enchant. Can I do it with Can I do it with Mantarok Explode enchanted? There we go. A block of C4 enchanted with Mantarok power. Mike has activated the bomb's timer. The countdown has begun. Almost in answer, a deep, low rumbling begins to reverberate through the dungeon. Mike has 3 minutes to escape the Forbidden City and get to safety.
3 minutes.
Let's get the hell out of here, then. Time to get the hell out of Dodge. Oh, this is where you find out if... how many balls it actually need to do this. Only... oh, hi. We're gonna ignore you. Oh god, oh god. How about that? The timing on the spell! The timing on the spell! Hi guys. We're gonna this way? Okay, cool. This is me not caring about all this. Okay, bye. Oop, bye. Okay, oops, bypassing you. Up here? Works for me. Move around here. Yep. Up here. Down here. That's enough, I think. Maybe? Don't know. Ah, but this is the reveal moment, I think.
Ah, sweet Alex. Many centuries I've waited for you. You are mine. Don't disappoint me now. I've waited such a long time, Alex.
Never! I know what you are. I've seen what happened.
You can try to fight me, but in the end you shall succumb to my desires. My foolish child, you don't even know your own destiny.
Get away from me!
Ooh, maybe not. Okay. Hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. Hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. Is this way? Is this way? No, is that way? Plenty of time.
Thanks for coming. I didn't think you'd show.
Look, I have no idea who you...
I think you do. Just as much as I know you know. Now let's be quick. The Guardians know where I am, and I won't last the night. But that's not the point.
What's this?
Something you need. Don't open it here. Only in privacy. They can sense it if it's not shrouded.
Is it one of the artifacts?
You must leave now, but there's something I have to do before they get to me. I can't protect you if they find us. Good luck.
There you go. The end of Michael's playthrough. Michael gives the claw of Chaturga, or the weak artifact, to Edward. And the planets align themselves. Just in time. So anybody's just leaving him to die. Yeah, screw him. But yeah, I found the Mongolian thing I was talking about before. It's Kuleg Batter by Ethnic Sorigu Feet Zaya, which is a Mongolian throat singing rap, which I think I first heard like maybe almost a decade ago now. But it's just so fun. Like that was like, this is amazing. This is genuinely one of the best things I've ever heard. Yeah, hang on, I'll type it in chat, because this is just, it's just... Hang on, I'll get the... I can't play it on stream, because, you know, DMCA and all that stuff. Let's see if I can... I'll pop the link in the chat. If you're looking on YouTube afterwards, it's Kuleg Batar, which is KHULEG BAATAR. It's genuinely fantastic. I love it. I was like, oh my god, this stuff is amazing. But now it's the time. Now it is literally the time of Alex. There's no more pages of the book. Alex knows what she has to do, and it's now just gotta go and do it. Just go and do it, Alex. Get it done. Get her done, Alex. Just get her done. Hey guys. Oh, hang on. Oh, right, okay. I've got a vague idea when we're gonna get that. We must get the gladius the same time we get the We must get the gladius at the same... Oh, missed that one. There we go. Back there. Back there. And... back there. And that sends light down and opens the basement to us. And to the basement we go. Let's pop a shield first. I think Alex is like a unique class in the game in that she has like moderately high health, plus a lot of magic and a lot of sanity. There it is. I'm assuming there is where we'll get the enchanted gladius. That's also one of the things unexplained. How exactly did they time the delivery just right? A package is wrapped in brown paper left inside the door. Pick it up and open the package. Yes, Chaturga? And the enchanted gladius. Yes. Okay, so can you just equip this? Yeah, we can. She's main character class. Yeah, that's pretty much it, to be fair. She has the best stats. They're literally useless for most of the game because you're not really doing anything with her, but she has high magic, high sanity, and not the highest health. But considering the other people who had high magic and high sanity had very little health, she's got like medium to high magic. You don't need to use any other weapon, pretty much. Pretty much. Right, we have all things we got right. We got Chaturga, Zelotath, and Mantarok. Yeah, we're good. Time to finish the game. With the lid removed, some kind of well-like entranceway is revealed. The ladder leads down to the murky darkness. Was this Edward's route into the Guardian City? No, not technically. Edward's route was like in the next room over. Edward's route came down here. But it's close enough. Don't mess with the delivery ferry. Logistic is magical. I mean, technically it's probably weaker than having a permanently Mantarok enchanted weapon, but I think in the grand scheme of things it doesn't really make a difference. Right, now this thing again. Which again, the biggest punishment is just you have to walk so much. It's just annoying that you have to walk so much for this. Right. You got a full thing, we're gonna cast, so you have to cast a Dispel Magic up there as well, which is inconvenient. Now the magic pool's gone as well, that's inconvenient also. Right, 7-point Dispel Magic. Oh great. New rune. Dispel area. Spell list, Dispel Magic. 7-pointer, Zelotath. Nope, damn it. Yeah, well, we have to go back over there and recast everything. Like, this is literally just annoyance. This is just ball ache. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die to this. Really? Really? Oh my god. Are you actually kidding me right now? I should have saved. God damn it. Oh my god. Didn't save. I didn't save. I gotta do Edward all over again. Ah, god damn it. Room full of electric floor. Oh, I didn't save. People in chat not reminding me to save. We gotta do all of Edward all over again. All of Edward all over again. Oh my god. All of Edward. Every last bit of it. Every last bit of it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep. The entirety of Edward again. Great. Well, nothing. Just running through everything now. If I don't have to kill you, I don't kill you. Although since it's the same problem, say pretty up and fair. It's the things you forget. Like you forget that. You forget these things. Right. Pick you up. Leave. You forget these things that you know, older games haven't got save functions. You have autosave, it does not exist always. That's why I have a channel point reward for being my memory, because sometimes I need it. I think I can go now, because we can go over here, we go up here. Again, frankly, I cannot be bothered. I'm not going to deal with you. I know when I get them. I remember when we get the Tome of Magical Darkness, the Tome of Eternal Darkness now, so we can just leave you. Go here. Mix staff there. Over here, please. Plus that there. Break that one. Break that one. Do that. Right, then we go down here, get the tome. What a waste of my time. I am finishing the run today. Guaranteed we are finishing this run today. I don't care how long this lasts, I'm finishing this run today. If you go over, we go over. Damn it. I literally like... Ooh, that's very good. Lucky me for checking that. See you in 5 hours. It shouldn't be that long, hopefully. Ideally, it should not be that long. Right, I don't need to go past you. I was an idiot, though, because I forgot to actually heal myself, didn't I? Yep. I forgot to actually bloody heal myself. Give me my axe, please. I got the book, but I didn't actually heal myself. Don't worry, buddy. I might actually have to edit this afterwards. Get the pistol, because we're going to be attacked by the things over here. Yeah, whatever. Alright, get some mana back. Honestly, I'll cast the 3-pointer if I have to. I'll cast the 3-pointer if I have to, just the 3-point pool, just to get speed up returns. For God's sake, please. I love you, Michael. You are fantastic and so strong, but you need your mana usage is so bad. Right, just a very brief pool just to start improving my mana regen. Had a warm shower, changed the bed linen, bed looking mighty cozy, but we gotta finish the first. Aw, don't stay up on my account, but yeah. I'm staying up. Well, technically we have half an hour to the end of the stream, and if I speedrun this one, it's gonna be good practice for the next run. So the next one's gonna be even faster. That one, good. Got the Emerald Effigy. Climb this, please. Skip you, don't care. I would like to skip. Can I please skip you? Thank you. Don't care. Hey, it is happening, but hey, I'll see you. Bye. 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 I think I actually need to attack something next room, so we will grab the axe, because I think I need to cast spells in the next room, so I might as well have to... Actually, honestly, can you get you to sing? Can you sing for me, please? It will make life a lot easier if you all chose to sing for me. Thank you. Because if you sing for me, I get to basically be over here doing my own thing while you sing. Should have brought more beer, made a nice pot leek and potato soup. Oh, you're making me jealous now. Good. There you go. It is definitely soup time. It is definitely a soupy. It's a soupier time at the moment.
Tier Paratak Celadon.
Right. Over there, log on to that. Teleport that. I've got plans tomorrow to cook a lamb orzo, which I'm very much looking forward to. That's the bind. Oh, we need to cast the bind spell. Yep. Yep. And I've not had orzo in quite a while, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay, so over here, spell list, new spell. It's no, it doesn't even matter. It's protect creature, I believe. Protect creature. Spell list, bind, cast, 1 point. Again, the only real point. I usually eat lamb when I'm at a good tandoori restaurant. I always make this. I mean, lamb is lovely. I love lamb. I've got friends who really don't like lamb. And I was like, but lamb is so good. Lamb is so good, though. Come on, 1v1. My one won last time. Who's winning this time? Oh, my one lost. My one lost this time. Wouldn't mind trying mutton, but it's not sold here. Have I had mutton before? I don't know. I actually don't know if I've had mutton before. Gotta get some mana back up anyway. Wait, don't need to get mana back up. Not for now anyway. We can move. There's nothing to be attacked at the moment. I believe if I go in here, I need to kill some things. But I don't remember it's anything big. That's just nothing big, it's just a couple of guys. But no good. They started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little fight, my mom got scared, and she started moving my uncle into there. Yeah, you need. I think mutton you have to slow cook mutton. You definitely have to slow cook mutton. You have to slow cook mutton. Mutton would not work well without. I'm assuming. I have no idea, but I definitely get the feeling that mutton would be like a tougher meat. This is Scholar, right? Yeah. And you did that one there. Yeah. Once it's been simmering for a few hours, it'll fall apart anyway, not much left to hold the fibers together. Yeah, I would use, I wouldn't think about pressure cooker, I think. Pressure cooker will save a lot of time off that. Pressure cooker would shave a lot of time off the cooking time. Like a pressure cooker for like maybe half an hour would probably be plenty, to be honest. At high pressure for half an hour, you're probably fine. Like high, because if you do a high pressure or low pressure, if you do a high pressure, you don't need much time at all. They're full magic, so we'll cast the magic pool first. And we'll cast the Reveal Invisible spell, which shouldn't be much mana intensive. Yeah, so that's my plan tomorrow. My plan tomorrow is to basically do a one pot. So I've got a crock pot, an instant crock pot, whatever it's called, and saute the lamb, then red onions, saute the red onions, then add in like paprika, oregano, a little bit of cinnamon, something else as well. I can't quite remember good off the top of my head. Then can of tomatoes, same amount of water. Put the lamb back in. Then you basically you high pressure that for half an hour. Open it, let the pressure out, and then you high pressure that for half an hour. Then you let the pressure out. Then you put in the orzo, give it a stir, pressure again for 8 minutes. Then open it up and stir in some spinach until it wilts. I have never really done anything with the pressure cooker. It's hard to get into. You have to look up how to use it. Like it shaves a lot of time off cooking. If you're looking for something that has value, like I like the instant pots or whatever they're called. Gamer rat bathwater. I don't want to drink now. But I drink it anyway. Can I cast the 7-point shield? Again. Okay, let's cross over this. Yeah, if you want a pressure cooker, I would recommend like something like an instant pot or an instant crock pot or whatever. They cost a little bit more, but they're actually fairly safe, which is actually good because I've used different pressure cookers before, and they don't feel as safe as the instant pot did. And the instant pot also doubles as a slow cooker. Everything else. If you have a slow cooker already and you don't want to double up on functions, then get a like a hob-based one, maybe. Yeah, it's not dangerous, but some people are understandably concerned with having high pressure things. Because if you haven't used it before, I can definitely understand why you would feel apprehensive, especially when you're releasing pressure at the end. And there's definitely, I would look into find. Okay, first things first. Let's just save now. I can't save now. Great. I should have saved before. Don't stick. Yeah, you can. You have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful when releasing pressure, because it is very, very, very easy to burn yourself off the incredibly hot steam. The steam is very hot, because that's the whole point, right? You put it under pressure so that you can achieve the boiling point of above 100 degrees Celsius. That's the entire point of a pressure cooker, is that the pressure is there so that you can push water past 100 degrees centigrade. And it's something like, for every 10 degrees you go above 100, like you half the cooking time or something like that. Because the way thermodynamics works is like very much in your favor. So it tends to be also very efficient in terms of like fuel use. Yes, it's over there, isn't it? I don't have to walk that far. In terms of fuel usage and stuff like that. So if you're doing it on a hob, for example. Or for example, like beans is a classic example, right? If you're doing beans without a pressure cooker, you need to let them like soak overnight. If you don't have a pressure cooker, you have to like soak them overnight and cook them for hours. If you have a pressure cooker, you can cook them like from fresh in 45 minutes. No, that way. It's not water vapor, it's actual steam. It is actual superheated steam coming out, so you have to really have to be careful. A few years later, yeah. I really like them because they make things that would always take forever. They take things that would like require so much extra planning and they just turn them into a midweek meal. But again, I grew up using them, right? My mom used them to cook a lot and still does, and I grew up being able to use them. I know people who didn't do that and therefore are quite apprehensive about using them.
Let's be quick. The Guardians know where I am, and I won't last.
And I didn't have a slow cooker, so when I bought mine, I got the Instant Pot, which is both a slow cooker and a pressure cooker.
Only in privacy.
Oh wait, we've done this before. Yeah. We've heard all this. Yeah. Stay informed, do a bit of research, learn how it operates, and stay calm. Yeah, exactly. That is probably like a really good way of doing it. Like, you're not gonna. If you are calm, you're gonna be fine. Like if anything else, and you're concerned, you can just let it come off pressure naturally, and it'll just come out. It'll take a while, but once you turn it off, it'll slowly reduce pressure because there's got a valve there for that. Did I just... Come on. Like, it's not like... I know, like, I have known and chefs that have been... weren't used to pressure cookers, and then had to get, like, were apprehensive of them. No, forget to save previous... Yeah, good point, actually. If I go back over here, can I save in this room? Yes, I can. Good point. Right, okay, that's done. Technically about 15 minutes to go. I don't think I'm going to get Alex's part done in 15 minutes just because there's so much walking involved. It's not a bomb, at least not the ones you buy in the EU. They have to, yeah, like I said, get a good one, and you're fine. To be fair, it would be the same thing as like, oh, I've never used like a gas-based barbecue grill before. If that's a problem, yeah, like, sure, buy a good one, and learn how to use it. It's the same situation. As long as you learn how to use it, it's fine. American-style pressure cookers exploded into deliciousness. But yeah, beans, any kind of like meat where you need to slow, like things you'd have to slow cook for a long time, you can do in short time with a pressure cooker, as long as it's something that can survive a high temperature. Sous vide cooking, scorching hot liquid everywhere. Surely it shouldn't be scorching hot if you're doing sous vide. Let's recast that briefly, and then cast the full 7-point spell, and actually let's prepare the Dispel Magic spell in advance, because we're gonna need the damn thing. New spell, 7-pointer, there. Dispel area, Pargon. Spell list, Dispel Magic, assign that one. Let's move over here. Get the shield up. So when we run over there, we can immediately just cast the Dispel Magic spell. I wonder what's the range of the Dispel Magic spell, I wonder. It's a good point. What is the range of the Dispel Magic spell? Sous vide is something like I would be interested in owning a sous vide. I don't think I can justify the expense. I don't think I could personally justify the expense. But I definitely want to try a sous vide at some point. It's one of those things that if I got to try a sous vide at someone else's house, that could probably sell me on whether or not to buy one. That would probably be enough to go like, do you want to buy one or not? Right, we have a fresh shield. See, hang on. Just checking. Is that enough? Can I cast it here? Or do we have a range we're worried about? I could have Jesus Christ, I could have cast it here the entire time. Oh my god! Well, now I know. Now we know. Now we know. I could have cast it there the entire time. Oh, come on. I could have cast it there the entire time. That's an annoyance and a half. Right. Now, go back to what Grandfather Edward told us, is that the Dispel Magic isn't enough. You can't just dispel the magic. It's not strong enough. It destroyed everyone who was living here before, but it didn't do much else. What we need to fight Ulyaoth is Xelatath. So that's what we end up doing. We get Xelatath. Do I have enchant item quick? So instead of doing a 9-point Dispel Magic, we do a 9-point Summon Creature. Turns out a 3-point Summon Creature is... yeah. A 3-point Summon Creature is a Trapper, a 5-point Summon Creature is a Zombie, a 7-point Summon Creature is a Horror, and a 9-point Summon Creature is an Ancient. Which is weird, to think about it. How many points do you need, therefore, to summon a, one of the Guardians, the other Guardians? Because surely there must be some kind of midway between the 7-point Horror and a 9-point Ancient. Is this math class? Possibly. Right. Pistol time. Thank you. Saturday night special. Oh my god. Magic E. I think Oni's too young for this, but Oni, did you watch like dark, like the really like crappy BBC educational stuff when you were young in school? Like we had things like Dark Tower and I'm really feeling the Paragons tonight. Hey Provnik, thank you very much. Welcome to chat. How's it going? Reveal Invisibles. Probably. They had little songs for everything. Like very, very young. They had a song for like remember to put a capital letter at the beginning of words, at the beginning of sentences, and a full stop at the end. Level of strong. Very struggled with most of my childhood. Fair. And we'll recast the pool as well because we got full magic and the time to do that. Right. Back here again because we gotta. It's nice to know, however, that if you get this far without a shield, you will die on the way back. How much my childhood care to remember. Sometimes I wish it would stay away, to be fair. Fair enough. Different childhoods happen to different people. Summon creatures, so creature. I remember playing educational. I remember playing a hell of a lot of Oregon Trail. A unhealthy amount of Oregon Trail. Oregon Trail we played a lot. We also had like a lot of this. This wasn't at school, I think, but my parents got me like Super Sleuth. I forgot what they were really called. Like Super Sleuth something or other. Which was like you were a person of an indeterminate gender in like a blue bomber jacket and a red cap pulled very tightly over their heads. And in one of them you were going to a TV station which was attacked by robots. And whenever you caught a robot, they do like a maths puzzle. A simple maths puzzle. Then there was another one you went to school, and the robots there, so it was the same bad guy all the time. Whenever they caught you, you had to do like reading comprehension stuff. They would ask reading comprehension questions, like you'd read a small paragraph, and then they ask a question at the end of like, why was Sarah afraid to go to the doctor that day, or something like that. Which, to be fair, looking back on them, like, they sound silly, but A, they were very enjoyable, and it's kind of like, it got me interested in reading and stuff like that. And in maths as well. And I quite enjoyed maths. Oh, it's this one, okay, yeah. You know how this one works. This is the only time in the game you actually have to use the spell Summon Horror. I think I was talking about this with 11 Storm earlier. I was like, when do you have to cast Summon Horror? Like, it's literally, this is the only, like, what color is this? Okay, it's a Ulyaoth Trapper. Oh god, please, 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 please. God damn it. Ah. Yeah. Gotta go around. Thanks, Morthan. Right, you go over there. Right, next one over. Right in the corner here to make sure we can walk past if we have to. A Triturga zombie. It's so hard to find suitability for that. I mean, to be fair, if you play that during Outer Wilds, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'll be very honest with you. Outer Wilds this Saturday is gonna be creepy as all hell. Like, I'm looking forward to it, but my god, it's gonna be, we know what we have to do, and it's gonna be creepy as all hell. It's the creepy times. have I got enough mana to cast Summon Horror? Just about. Speaking of Outer Wilds. Please, you're gonna play it, you're gonna play it, you're gonna play it, you're gonna play it. I bought this and I said, damn it! Yay, but damn it! Did you play all of the not for broadcast then, Oni? Did you get all? Did you get through all the stuff that's available for it? Just like I have an idea of like game length. You finished it. Nice. How long did it take you in the end then? Was it? Okay, I actually need to. Okay, we don't need to cast. Oh, we don't. We got the shield still. We'll be that way. Been definitely doing. You say that, but how long was the stream? I tend to do 3-hour streams. Ideally, do 3-hour streams. We're gonna go slightly beyond that today. We might go to 3.5, maybe. God, will I get to 4 hours? Who knows? Or dares to dream? But I tend to keep the 3-hour streams. Save time. Good point. It will be save time. As soon as this chapter is dead, it will be save time. Come on, disappear. Paragon, Aratak, Paragon, Zealotat, Paragon. Oh god, is this one okay? Let's get this right the first time then. We know what we need to do here, let's get this right the first time. Sneaky, 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 no sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Around this way? Then I think I need to go down this way, right? Yeah, there we go. I have 5.7 hours, 2 streams for me. That's not too bad. Eating bread like a Skyrim NPC. Nice. Is it a good bread? Is it a proper nice bread? What are we talking here? We're talking brioche? We're talking a sourdough? A boule? I don't think you get cob by itself, but maybe you do. There was an evening sale. A couple of pence for it. Nice. I wasn't going to tear up while playing it, let alone twice. Aww. It was honestly a really memorable experience. I'm so lucky to Deathpool 3. Oh my god, guys, can you please? Can you have chill pills, please? This is very important. I need you to... Oh, they're invisible. Great. I've got invisible trappers. Lovely. Give me... Thank you. Were they invisible trappers? Maybe? Maybe I was... Maybe when I went there I still had the effect of a reveal invisible spell? Right. Let's not move then. Let's make sure we have a reveal invisible spell cast. Oh, there's loads of them, holy crap. Thankfully I don't have to go back that way again. Oh my god, come on. Thank you. Oh my god, I've got 4. I don't want to risk it with 4. We're far enough back that I don't want to risk it with 4. I'll wait until I can cast the 7-pointer. Here, level 3. Technically, I might have been able to do it. No, I would have gotten hit once. I would have gotten hit once if I did it with 4. Napping, alright. The bomb's a little tough, but I like that part. Other than it's soft and moist and decent enough loaf. Nice. I do like bread. Fresh bread is amazing. It's very bad for my waistline, but I love fresh bread. Oh yeah. I think I remember this. We kind of lucked out the last one, didn't we? We kind of lucked out on what we had to do for this. I think I've got to hit it with a cast a 7-point magical attack, 7-point Manta Rock, and that should work, I think. Yeah, it hits all of them at once. It doesn't have to be a Manta Rock, I think it can be any one of them, but you need to cast a level 7 magical attack to break it. You need to be able to hit all of them at once, because if you break one of them at a time, the other two will rebuild it. Quote, Kenny, what are you doing? That's treason! You're my sister-in-law, brothers-in-law! And Barrick, how fast can you speed down the speed highway of speediness? People need to add more quotes of me. People need to be more willing to just go add quote, add quote, add quote whenever I say some absolute inane bollocks. I mean, when I'm streaming, my brain isn't like linked entirely to what I'm speaking, so I say some absolute twaddle sometimes, and I need to be held to account for that. I just need to be held to account. I need to summon creature. Which one is this one? I think this is just a bunch of... It's not like me when I'm amongst people. Okay, so it was cast... People's gonna me. There used to be a time. I just got used to it. People are unfortunately an inevitableness, really. It's far more inconvenient to keep avoiding people than it is to actually just have to deal with them. So you learn the basics to have to deal with them and then leave it at that. This should be enough. I only lost 1, I think. And even if it's not enough, I can get to the door. Not as bad as it was last time, so I have to walk all the way back. And the last Paragon. Right, the last Paragon rune. The last Paragon rune again. Because my god. Did that. What was that? I'm annoyed at myself. Especially now that I learned I could just cast it from the other side. What am I doing here? Oh, it's this one. Priced. Okay. This is an annoyance one. Gotta cast a couple of binds here. Oh, we can do. It's not too difficult then. Okay. Cast the first bind. Spell list bind, cast that one. What was that? While you're doing that, let's cast it again, shall we? I wonder if I can grab two of them. Got the same one again, damn it. I wonder if I cast this out, if I cast a Mantarok bind. Does a Mantarok bind work? I don't know what a Mantarok bind actually does. Oh, it gives it a Mantarok shield. Hi, buddy. You know what? You can stay there. You're kind of my friend for the time being, and I don't. Unfortunately, you've got a shield, so attacking you is a bit pointless. It's also a Mantarok shield, which is doubly worse for me. Run across this. Two. I definitely can't go back with two, so. Right, last one. Last one, and then we have to face off against... So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure to recast all my spells before we do anything. Or we cast Shield, or we cast Pull, so when we get to the last fight, it's done. I think from here we get teleported straight to the fight. So two things here. Cast that. Cast the shield. I don't have to enchant anything because we got the enchanted Gladius, so that's going to save us a lot of time. We cast the spells and save. That's exactly the plan. Recasting all the spells and hitting save. To get the correct one, it's actually Xelatath. Down, Xelatath gets to kick Ulyaoth's ass. Tyr, Paragon. I didn't actually yell it out. So it's Tyr, Aratak, Paragon, Paragon, Xelatath, Paragon, Paragon. I think we can just walk back from here now. Yeah, we can just walk back from here. I think it was not exactly immediate. Which means I technically go for second recasting, but frankly... Can I be bothered with a second recasting? Don't know. Now from here I get to go to the save place, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my second recasting since I got all my magic back anyway. I also think I need to make myself a 5-point... Oh, don't need to... Oh, I need to do shield as well, don't I? Yes, never mind. I'll say a 5-point Xelatath attack spell, because for one of the parts of the fight I've got to deal with... I've actually got to do the casting. I've got to do some casting? Anyway. Yes, fine. God damn it. I'll save when you tell me to save. Right. Boss time.
Miss Rivers, you're just in time. The summoning spell I began 2,000 years ago is finally complete. You will now have the honor of becoming the first morsel for my lord, Ulyaoth. An appetizer for the banquet your race shall provide.
You forget what it means to be human, Pious. The human race will never go quietly into the darkness. For as long as you have spent summoning your lord, people have struggled against you. Now, thanks to their efforts, I have 3 of the Ancient's essences. Now, Pious, this is the end!
The end indeed.
Also, I think I made this point last time, but Pious, you spent 2 millennia building your summoning spell. I did it in about half an hour. See you, Morthen. Have a good one. There's the summoning spell for Ulyaoth. Ulyaoth, you jellyfish thing. Hello. You were our best friend last run, now you're the enemy. Friendship ended with Ulyaoth. My best friend is now Xel'lotath. And she comes. We're gonna end. Hey, Xel'lotath. Oh yeah, I gotta keep attacking you, don't I? I remember how this works. Do I remember how this works? I don't remember how this works. Okay, just prepare a spell list. Do we have magical attack? You do. Assign a 5-point Xel'lotath 1 to there. Gotcha. Oh wow, okay, this is way easier now. Okay. No point casting spells. I forget, there's no point casting spells because he keeps dispelling them. There's no point casting spells that need to keep going because he keeps dispelling those spells. So being one of the 3 ancients is basically it. It's rock, paper, scissors. The entire game revolves around a rock, paper, scissors-esque. A rock, paper, scissors-esque thing. Ulyaoth beats Chaturga, Chaturga beats Xel'lotath, Xel'lotath beats Ulyaoth. Elia again, huh? Right, Anthony. And over here, we go grab you, attack you. We summon, I'm assuming it's going to be Kareem. Kareem attacks this. And here comes the first bit. A fight between Ulyaoth and Xel'lotath. I feel it's less like, impressive than the fight between. Well, so far it's less impressive than the fight because Chaturga and Ulyaoth have this interesting dynamic where Chaturga is an idiot and basically gets outsmarted by Ulyaoth. Ulyaoth is basically smart. It's basically like the one who is smart is vulnerable to. Who is this? This is Paul. Is vulnerable to sanity attacks, I guess. Up there? Is that it? Yes, up there. So who's this one? This is Bianchi. And the artifact breaks. We have broken the artifact of Ulyaoth. Ulyaoth tries again. Opens a portal behind Xel'lotath. Xel'lotath's like, actually, no, I'm going to phase out of existence. And nothing personnel, kid. Finish him. What are you casting? A 7-point spell. 7-point shield. Ah. Oh yeah, your things. We're just basically beating the crap out of you now. You're just beating the crap out of you now. Get back here, you. Get back here. Run, coward! Get back here, coward. You reshielding? That's magical attack. Oh crap. I thought you were reshield. I should really be able to check the That's my bad. Ooh. Huh. Never seen this. They're all evil, Latinus. Latinus.
The darkness shall be eternal.
I'm still not entirely sure how this works. The essence is gone, and Ulyaoth should win the fight. Sorry, Xel'lotath wins the fight. So I'm not entirely sure how we lose, other than the fact that I died. They're all evil. You just choose the one that beats the other. Yeah. Hi, Spilster. Welcome to chat. I'm being too eager, that's what this is. I've been far too eager. We've had like 3 deaths this playthrough. Because I'm just like, I need to finish this, I'm just rushing. Especially now, because it's late. Yeah. Can you skip all this? What I'm doing big. Yeah, so basically in the beginning, can I skip this? I guess not. At the beginning you pick who the bad guy's gonna be, and then you have to basically you fight the entire game to summon the one who beats the bad guy. You basically summon you're doing a lesser evil. Yeah.
You forget what it means to be human, pious. The human
Well,
race will
technically, in
never
that
go
sense,
quietly into the darkness. For as long as you have spent summoning your lord, people have struggled against you. Now, thanks to their
like
efforts,
Chaturga is pretty much Korn, kind of ish. Ulyaoth is therefore Tzeentch, and like Xel'lotath is a Tzeentchier kind of Tzeentch, basically. You'd say Slanesh, possibly, but you skip this, please. Come on. But you still have an evil bag in it. Yeah, you still have an evil bag in the end. Which is a problem. Damn. Yeah, pretty much. Well, basically, like, the entire game, Pius is summoning one of the Ancients. And by the end you realize, okay, the only way we can stop Pius's Ancient is by summoning our own Ancient. The Ancient that beats Pius's Ancient. Come on, why can't I skip into this? Thank you, finally. Tzeentch's symbol is a fish. Right now I can't picture Tzeentch's symbol in my head. Hi, Zoltat. Give some... Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Venice. That is definitely 100% not true. Yeah, you're gonna start cancelling my spells off as you usually do. You just... Holy hellfire! Did you just cast a 9-point Mantrock Dispel? What the hell is that? That's not me, that's... What the hell? What the hellfire? You just cast a 9-point Mantrock Dispel? What the hell's wrong with you, Pius? I believe we summoned the runes over down here somewhere. Here it is. Because then you basically, I think you have to basically, you attack him, hit the artifact. The artifact summons the spirit. The spirit has to attack the artifact again. And then you basically go back to being Alex, hits him, summons the artifact. Alex hits the artifact summons the spirit hits the artifact back to Alex again. So now it's Kareem. And if you get attacked by him, you basically have to redo the step where you become the person. Okay, that makes sense now. Those ghosts are basically the characters you play as. Basically, you go through, like, you basically play as 11 different people? 12 different people throughout the course of the game? If you don't count Pius and Alex, it's... I think you play as 11 different people if you're counting Pius and Alex. So I think you've got 9 people that are not Alex you can... Ow, Jesus, that hurts. Over here. Where did it go? Was it up here? No, it's down there. God damn it. Oh, he did attack you, don't I? Yeah, hang on. This is Paul Luther, the Lutheran monk we've... Come on, cast a spell. Let me cast my heal spell. Ow. Ow, come on. Yeah. There it is. And this is Bianchi. So Bianchi's stage 2. Well, Bianchi kills the artifact, right? Yeah, Bianchi breaks the artifact. Breaks the artifact. Zolatath gets the upper hand. Ulyaoth is like, I'm gonna cast Night Magic at you again, and I use portals, because I'm Chell. And there's like, no, I'm gonna fade out of existence, and, you know, nothing personal, kid. Let's turn that behind you. Like, the interesting thing is, I would say that Zolatath is the most like Tzeentch, but that kind of leaves Ulyaoth in a weird place. Oh, really? 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 Oh my... Are you kidding me? Oh, are you actually kidding me? Oh, fine, whatever, dispel magic. You actually cast a magic barrier and I was inside the damn thing the entire time. I managed to be inside the magic barrier. That's crazy. The magic barrier. Cool, heal up a bit. Come on, you bro. Come on. Run, because it's a magic spell, and that's what killed me last time. Yeah, magic attack. You kind of put yourself in the wrong place there, buddy. Screw you, buddy. Now. Huh. You gonna use a portal on me? No, I'm gonna use a portal on you. The sanity effects in this game are very interesting, Lavinus. It's actually kind of its entire system where basically the more you start hallucinating, your character starts hallucinating. Like hallucinations like become things that can actually affect the game in the sense like you have like bugs wandering over the screen. It fakes a corruption. It fakes it fakes deleting your save. It fakes your character exploding. Your character starts shrinking. Your character starts wandering in the roof. Fake enemies start spawning.
No. My death is just the beginning.
Screw you. Well, if you want to see the sanity effects, Latvinus, I'm going to be doing the third playthrough starting on Friday. And you'll see the sanity effects, because I'll probably be getting loads of them, because I'm going to be rushing through the third time, because we've played it through twice already. But yeah, we just summoned Zelatath. Like, we just stopped this guy from summoning Ulyaoth, but we just summoned Zelatath, which is a very bad thing to do. Like, we used an evil to beat another evil? Yeah, exactly. You just summoned Zelatath. Well done. Congratulations.
Quickly, Alex! We must bind this creature! It cannot be allowed to remain in this universe!
So we want to bind. Bind is protect creature.
Ah, that's the ticket.
So yeah, we just summoned an ancient, so we gotta cast the binding spell that works against that ancient. No, the grandpa's in the fight. It just cottoned on to me now. It's the statues. There are 8 statues in the chamber of where the tomb of darkness is. There's the pious statue that's broken, and then there's his statue that comes to fight. All the other 6 statues turn up for the fight. Elia, Anthony, Kareem, Paul, Maximilian, and Bianchi.
Your mother and father would have been proud of you, just as I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you, but there was so little time.
Yeah, Pius is there, but his statue is broken.
Goodbye, Alex. I will miss you.
Is the game generational? Kind of. They're not all related to each other, but several people take part in the story.
There was something more. Like a hole being opened.
Those green screens.
Disguising the thoughts there.
Oh yeah, Pius is in the fight, you're correct. Yeah, you're right. Pius is in the fight.
I have a strong ally. But where? I must look to the future. My work is not yet done.
No. I don't think I can skip the credits either. Yeah, that's playthrough 2. Yes, you've overcome the darkness that has prevailed for over 2 millennia. This accomplishment will begin a new era for humanity. Now, would you like to record this grand occasion in the pages of history? Yes, please. So now we have it on record that we have beat 2 of the 3 ancients. We beat Chaturga using Ulyaoth. We've beat Ulyaoth using Xal'atath. And on Friday we will start the playthrough where we beat Xal'atath with Chaturga. Because to get the true ending of the game, you have to beat it 3 times. Oh, we can't skip that. Okay, cool. Good. I'll let it play again on Friday. Well, not on Friday. It'll probably be on Monday when the next playthrough finishes. Jump to game. What? Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. These are the 12 people you play as. You play as Pius, Elia, Anthony, Kareem, Max, Lindsay, Paul, Roberto, Peter, Edward, Michael, and Alex. Oh, that wasn't there before. You technically are, because Maximilian is he's a medical doctor, like in the 1800s, and he performs autopsies on the creatures he kills, and you keep his records because he writes them in the book. And the whole point of the game revolves around the Tome of Eternal Darkness. The whole point revolves around the Tome of Eternal Darkness. So I think if you start a game again, start game, and we slot A, it'll go, you have previously completed Eternal Darkness Sanity with the following alignments. Would you like to carry this information over to the new game? Yes, but we're not going to do that now. We're not going to do that now. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, because we've gone over for about half an hour.